All right, so let's talk a little bit about the manual and navigating through the laser. So you can see that my manual today is a little bit bigger than my manual from 20 plus years ago. So we've added on quite a bit and we created a lot of pictures. So it's going to be easy for you as we go through it. So we're going to be talking about the presets. So as you know, when we get to the presets, you'll see this here. And when I click right, we're going to have a listing starting with continuous. So with continuous, I only use this for two things. I use it for mobilizing fat and weight loss and for lipomas. Everything else is into chapters starting with the essentials. So when I go to presets, I click to the right, it's continuous. I go down, it's essentials. I go left, it's brain. Everything can be followed in the manual. So if you go to the index and back, you will see that everything is listed here under essentials. So we're talking about acute pain, body balance, chronic pain. We're talking about the system, circulatory system, detox system, immune system, lymphatic system. We also have cartilage, we have muscle, we have wound healing. These are my top 20. I'm telling you what, you can have a whole career just in this space. So we have great things for treating pain. We have great things for treating systems and wonderful things for wound healing, post-op, scar tissue. Those are some of the magnificent things that the laser works. Below that, we have a whole section with brain. When you look in there, we have brain waves. We have cranial nerves. We have lobes of the brain, including the cerebellum, the frontal cortex, the parietal, the temporal, the occipital, and this is a wonderful section in here. Especially, I love using the vagus nerve, cranial nerve 10, for helping slow down the body, helping the body to heal. We know the vagus nerve controls most of your respiration, your heart rates, and your digestion. It is the big kahuna. So that's really one of my favorites in that particular area. Then we get into common conditions. So we have common conditions that start over here. And in there, you're going to find alopecia. So if you're trying to get some hair back, which I guess I'm not doing enough of that, right? We need to keep that alopecia in there. But we also have asthma, allergies, many different things, cold, flu, bladder, cramps. There's a whole bunch of wonderful things in this common condition. So I really encourage you to use these to your fullest advantage. After that, we're going to flip over and you're going to see there's a huge section on energy and acupuncture, right? So we have different frequencies and settings specific for acupuncture, for tonifying and sedating. We also have a bunch of different things for treating chakras. I love doing emotional work, and we're going to do a whole big seminar on this, probably a couple hours of modules in order to help you understand and appreciate treating chakras using solfeggio frequencies and also Nogier. So this is a wonderful section. Look at it, go deep into it, and you're going to find some really cool ones there. So when you're not getting someone better, lots of times there's a memory in the tissue, and sometimes we need to use these frequencies to break that memory to help them heal, whether it's through pain or whether it's through something else. So after the energy, we have a whole list of infections. I think there's like 70 plus different infections in here. This is where the Revi really excels because we know the violet is really phenomenal for treating COVID, SARS, respiratory type of diseases and things happening in here. We know that there's so much mold and fungus and yeast and candida, bacteria, and this is a section where you need to be very the frequencies, very precision-like, right? They need to be very exacting. This is what Royal Rife did in Tesla and a lot of the other people. They use very specific frequencies in a higher range, and this is where we really get wonderful results treating immune conditions and pathogens. So really one of the pathogen killers here is this Revi. So after infections, we go to the next section, which is nervous system and brain. So we're talking ADD, ADHD, we're talking about PANS, PANDA, autism. So there's some good things that can help, with especially kids and other people, especially adults with dementia and Alzheimer's. I'm not saying it's going to cure it, but we really see that the laser is so anti-inflammatory and it helps decrease inflammation. So we know inflammation in the brain is not good, and that's what the laser is really incredible for, is getting inflammation out of the body. So I really encourage you to check these out. There's a lot of cool things with it. And we know that the laser has a profound symmetry to where it really likes to go after that nervous tissue, those neurons, right? So the laser is all about shooting photons, and those photons need to be absorbed. We know the nervous system loves those photons and creates this biochemical change that helps to potentiate and resync neurons after inflammatory process, especially after trauma, concussion, things of that nature. So we're going to use that section to our greatest advantage. And then we have organs and skin conditions. All the organs, or not all of them, but it's pretty much as many as I can be, are in this one section. So we're looking at the adrenal gland, we're looking at the pancreas, we're looking at the thyroid, we're looking at the bladder, we're looking at different types of things, female and male hormone, and this is, again, is another section. All of those are in the presets, okay? So presets is where all the action happens. I encourage you to go in there, go through the book, and see the laser really works phenomenal for many conditions and helps with other things, maybe not to 100%, but again, it's all about giving the energy into the cells that create organs, that create systems that help the integration of those trillions of cells in our body. So I encourage you to use that, and I hope that helped you understand how we're looking at it and where things are in the laser in regards to the presets.